When you look at celebrities, they always have the perfect smile. They always look good because they've done the work. They've invested in their oral hygiene, in their looks, in their teeth. And in today's video, we're going to talk about that because there's no glow up without you looking good and smelling good. When it comes to your oral hygiene, people are not going to tell you you have a bad breath. It's very rare for you to have friends that will actually tell you the truth. And that is why you want to make sure that you are doing everything possible to keep your oral hygiene in check. That's why I'm going to be spilling the tea today on not just oral hygiene, but how to also get that perfect smile every single time. So let's dive straight into it. Hello and welcome back. This is Tinola. If you're just seeing this hot chocolate for the first time, hey, you're welcome. In this video, I'll be sharing 15 tips for you to get that perfect smile and have a fresh breath every single time. I also want to keep this video short and sweet, so let's dive right into it. The first tip for your oral hygiene is using straws. Look, it's not only about you not wanting to get your lipstick off or your lip gloss off, but you need to start using straws when you're taking sugary drinks because it will reduce the contact of the drink with your teeth when you're using straws. Also, there are some drinks that will stain your teeth like green tea, and if you're taking that daily, you definitely need to be using straws. You also need to drink water after taking such drinks. The second tip is about brush covers, and this one went viral on Twitter, and that's why I'm bringing it here because I was actually shocked to see the kinds of comments that people were leaving behind. Like, okay, let's talk about brush covers. Imagine you sharing the bathroom with multiple people, and every single time, people use the toilet and they're flushing without the cover seat on. All of that is evaporating into the air and your brush is literally getting contaminated. Yes, that happens. There was a research done about how some particles from our poop literally evaporates into the air when we flush without the cover seat on. And I can put the link to that video in the description box if I find it. But that literally shows you how much poop particles is in the air, and you definitely don't want that in your toothbrush. So either you're sharing toilets with other people or not, and you do not use the cover seat, make sure you are covering your brush. You can use toothbrush covers like this or even common ones like this, or you can also keep your toothbrush in your bedroom. You don't have to leave your toothbrush in the bathroom. The next tip is to invest in your dentition. Honestly, this one goes a long way because trust me, celebrities have mastered this. Your dents can literally change your entire look. So if you feel like you don't like the way your teeth looks, there's nothing wrong with you getting, braces or doing veneers if you can afford it. This is very popular with celebrities these days. You can also use things like Invisalign. I mean, there are so many options out there, but definitely do something about your dentition if you feel like it's affecting your speech or it's affecting your look, your smile. If that's you, you need to start saving up money to get it done because I know it can be a little bit costly to go in that route. This next tip is one of my absolute favorites, and to be honest with you, I did not know about this up until recently. In fact, I only started doing this a few months ago, but I can tell you it's a game changer. Tongue scraping is not optional. You need to be scraping your tongue every single morning, and there are several versions of tongue scrapers that you can get and find which one works for you. Honestly, this is so affordable. I got this from Amazon and you can check my storefront. But tongue scraping will help you take off the bacteria at the back of your tongue. And trust me, when you wake up early in the morning, this is the first thing you should do. Before brushing your teeth, before drinking water, go straight in the bathroom and scrape off your tongue. You will instantly notice the difference in your breath. Because the truth is, your toothbrush will not get out all of that bacteria. No, you need a tongue scraper to get it all out. Also, your toothbrush can be spreading the bacteria even further all around your mouth. And next tip is flossing. You definitely want to be flossing at least once a day. So you do tongue scraping in the morning and then you do flossing at bedtime. But if you're not really into string flosses like this, there are other options out there like water flossing, interdental brush that you can use to get out all the dirt in between your teeth, because there's always a space in between all of our teeth that we need to be able to get out all the plaque and dirt there. If you have a lot of cavities, you can also start using an anti-cavity floss. Speaking of cavities, which brings me to the next point, you need to visit a dentist. Please tell me you visited a dentist of recent. If you're an adult, you definitely need to visit a dentist. I know of some people that have never been to a dentist before, but if that's you, you need to book an appointment right now. You might think, oh, I don't need all these things. I've never had tooth problems. Really? Some of you are going to be like, oh, in my grandma's time, they never even bothered to floss or use a tongue scraper and they were fine. Trust me, the world is changing. We're no longer in our grandparents' time or great-grandparents' time The standards now are different, and considering what our mouth is exposed to every single day, trust me, we need to put in a little more effort. But if you notice that you're bleeding a lot while you're brushing your teeth, that's another signal that you need to go to see a dentist, because that can be related to you having lots of cavities and plaques that you need to get rid of. The next tip is on toothpaste. I personally use the Sensodyne. We love it in this house, and it has fluoride in it. You want to use the toothpaste that has fluoride in it because it will help you reduce cavities, and cavities is one of the most popular reasons why we visit dentists. It's one of the most popular things we deal with when it comes to our oral hygiene. Next tip has to do with your brush. So if you are using the brush for more than 3 months, throw it out. You're not supposed to be using your brush for more than 3 months, or change the head of the brush. Some brush come with a replacement that you can change. And the thing about brushes is that electronic brushes like this are so easy to use. You can also use manual brushes, but this ones just work really well. You want to make sure that you're actually brushing in a circular motion and getting rid of all the dirt, even behind. Go in there and brush it out. You don't have to be too hard on your teeth when you're brushing so you're not bleeding, but make sure you are brushing twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. A typical routine would look like you wake up in the morning, you tongue scrape, and then you brush. In the evening, you floss and then you brush. Easy, right? The next tip is drinking water. You need to drink water, during your day to make sure that your mouth is not dry, because dry mouth can also further enhance the smell and the odor coming out from your mouth. The next tip is to avoid breathing with your mouth. Nobody likes seeing people that are constantly like this. That doesn't look good on anyone. So learn to breathe with your mouth closed, meaning breathing from your nose. I know people have different medical conditions, and some people it's just basically habits. It's something they are used to, but you need to work on that because it does not look good on you, and it will further dry out your mouth. Once again, we do not want dry mouth. Next tip is teeth whitening. I know that is like the go-to for most people when they are thinking about how to level up their oral hygiene. Oh, I need to whiten my teeth. I need white teeth. Yes, there are a lot of reasons why our teeth is brown and stained. And yes, teeth whitening can definitely make a huge difference in your appearance. And these days, it's super easy to get that done by just ordering a kit online that you can use to whiten your teeth at home, or if you prefer to go to the clinic, it's not so expensive these days. Next tip is eating neutralizing fruits like carrots, apples. These fruits are great in helping you support the pH in your mouth, and trust me, anything that has to do with carrots, if you've seen some of my past videos, you know that I'm such a big lover of carrot because it does not only help with your teeth. Yes, chewing carrots is actually very helpful for your teeth because you're also exercising those joints and muscles. I know it's very painful for some people. I get it. It can also stain your teeth, in my opinion. So I would definitely do like smoothies sometimes, especially if you're taking in carrots daily to glow up your skin. I'm such a huge fan of carrots in general. Anything that has to do with glow up, you need to be eating carrots. Let me tell you something about bad breath that we don't pay attention to. Sometimes it's not coming from this part of our system. It's coming from the inside. If you have dysregulation in the bacteria in your gut, that can also be oozing out smell. So it's not just coming from your mouth, but there's also smell coming from the inside. So taking your gut is such a great way to make sure that you're supporting your bacteria throughout your gut system. And women, you already know the benefits of your gut, so you definitely want to be taking that. You can also use probiotics, but this is very much optional and subjective. The next tip is taking dairy foods like cheddar cheese, milk. We've talked about yogurt as well, because all of this contains calcium, which is very good for your teeth, for your enamel. Some people also take calcium supplements at some point as they're growing older. It all depends on you. Next tip is on mouthwash. There are several types of mouthwash. You can get some from your local stores, but this particular brand is quite popular and it's a good mouthwash. There are different types of mouthwash depending on your concerns. If you just want fresh breath, or you're also looking for anti-cavity mouthwash. So make sure to look at, the ingredients. For anti-cavity mouthwash, they will contain fluorides to help with the cavities. But yeah, I got this one from Amazon, and you can definitely check my storefront down below. And for the last tip today, this one, I'm going to ask you if you actually recommend this, if you've tried this before, because I've never tried this before, but I think it's quite popular in the streets of YouTube, and that is oil pulling. A lot of people suggest that if you're taking coconut oil frequently, it can help you whiten your teeth. I don't know how true this is. Some people say it will help you with the bacteria there and the smell. I don't know, guys, but let me know if that is actually something that you've done before, something you've seen changing. They say it works in the long term. Some people support it, some don't support it. But thank you so much for watching this video. Please let me know if you actually found this video helpful. If you learned a thing or two, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. What's your take on oil pulling? Is it actually effective or not? Have you tried it before? Will you be trying it? And let me know your thoughts on this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. But in the meantime, keep shining. Bye.